What's up, guys? I'm going to commentate a role I had with a blue belt at my friend's gym in Houston. Just going to talk about some of the things I'm thinking about while I'm setting up some techniques. Maybe talk about some of the mistakes the lower belt made while he was rolling with me, some of the things he did right, and hopefully you guys can get something useful out of it. So let's go ahead and take a look. Go ahead and play. Let me fast forward a little bit. Okay, here we go. Okay, so as soon as we start rolling, I just want to talk about something real quick. Notice how I lean my body to the right or to the left, and I post on my elbow. This is intentional. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is force him to play one side and give myself mobility on this elbow to be able to scoot away from him or to scoot towards him if he starts moving away from me. Um, this is really useful to do if you guys are a guard player. Don't be tempted to lay on your back and kind of use your flexibility. Try to keep your mobility and stay up on your elbow if you can. So I get the collar grip. He's got a nice combat base. He strips the collar grip, which is smart. Starts stuffing my legs down. I'm just looking for my collar grip, and I try to hit the split sweep here. So if you go back, yeah, right here, you can see I go over the split sweep, but I didn't I didn't quite have his base compromised enough. So if I go, yeah, see, I couldn't quite get it, but that's something I'm always thinking about. And it's good to attack things when you're playing guard, even if you don't feel like you're going to get it, because it keeps the person on edge. Here I set up the tarantula. I get the triangle. Okay, so this triangle right here, this is a really interesting triangle I like to do. This is probably my favorite attack from this position, and it's pretty simple. What I'm doing is I'm using this hook right here, this instep, and the collar grip to pull my opponent over my head. And the only thing I'm looking for, guys, so watch if we play this, see if you can notice. I'm going to put it on slow speed right here. The only thing I'm looking for is this, watch. So I get my collar grip, I start to pull him in, and watch right there. Right there. This is what I'm trying to encourage. So this off balance forward, he doesn't have his right hand to post. He only has his left hand to post. So as soon as he posts that left hand, I can trap this hand. And usually you can get a triangle here, but your leg is still trapped underneath. So I do like a little kick flipping motion. So check this out. You see that right there? So if you go back, hand posts, kick the hips up, and then when my leg extends, it leaves all this space right here to pull my leg out where the triangle is going to be available. Okay, so watch. I play, boom, legs out. I have a nice clamp on the arm right here, and then I can shoot this leg over and start to attack the triangle. Okay, really nice triangle. If you guys play tarantula guard, make sure you add that triangle in, because this is probably going to be your main submission you're going to be getting on people, elevating them with this, getting their hand to post. And if they don't post, you're going to get underneath their body, or you're going to get the full overhead sweep, which you'll see a little bit later. Okay, so excuse my voice. I just woke up. I just really wanted to get this commentary out because I haven't posted anything on YouTube for a bit. So please excuse my sleepy voice. Lock the triangle. Let me go ahead and back to normal speed. You can attack the armbar from here if you want. See how his arm is like behind my shoulder? You can definitely go for the armbar here, but a lot of times they'll turn their arm into like an omoplata. So I tend to try to pull myself up to mount and just get top position at all costs. Here I am just kind of messing around trying to look for different arm bars and stuff like that. But typically when I'm doing this, I always try to push myself to mount and maintain mount, and then the triangle is kind of like secondary. I'm just adjusting and making sure I get it nice and tight. Okay, so we reset. Okay, so he's making kind of an error that a lot of beginners make. He's doing a good job, but just general strategy right here. Whenever you're going against a guard player, your first goal, guys, is to not let them take away your freedom of movement. Okay, so that means don't just walk into their grips. Don't just walk in and grab grab the collar and get a combat base and let them set all these grips, because in the gi, once you lose your freedom of movement against a guard player, it's going to be very hard to get that back. You're going to have to break grips, and you're going to have to navigate their best positions, rather than doing something simple like here he steps in, grabs the pants, steps in, and then look at, like, I'm getting everything I want. I get the De La Riva grip here. I already have the collar up here. He's not going to go anywhere here, okay? He's just made the fight so much harder for himself when he could have just used some loose outside passing, some leg stop passing, a leg stomp passing, some leg drags, just like windshield wiper work with his arms, keeping his legs back, changing left to right. Anything that makes the bottom person kind of frustrated and unable to grab your leg or your collar or your sleeves and changes angles. And the sooner you can get them to start pushing you away, then you can start committing and getting close and like putting some pressure on the person. You don't want to walk into the guard like this. And this is something I see a lot that beginners do. And I think it's because we always drill it that way. We drill, passing spider guard, passing De La Riva, passing deep half. And we start in that position, so we kind of subconsciously think we need to be there to pass, but it's really a game of avoidance and like preemptive denial of control. Okay, so don't get caught in that trap of walking into people's guards. Okay, kind of a tangent, but we go here. He forces the knee cut really nice. See, works his knee inside. His shoulder's a little bit high, like this. This shoulder's a little bit like there's too much space here, so I'm able to pummel my leg inside. Okay, so his head needs to be more like right here. His head is like way out here, leaves this big space for my pummel to come in right there. Okay, so he should be trying to close that off, because if I can't get this pummel in and he's trying to knee cut me, I'm going to start pushing him, and then as soon as the guard player's pushing you, that means he wants space so that he can get control of you again. So it's a good thing, right? But he didn't really get that because his shoulder was a little bit out. So that's another thing. Space awareness here. I'm starting to set up collar sleeve. I do my tarantula grip exchange. He fell here just because of this grip down here. He just didn't want to let go. I think he was kind of trying to backstep me. But this, you don't really want to backstep when they have a foot on the bicep like that. It's okay with a lasso, but the foot on the bicep throws your weight too far off over to this side. So he's going to be really far away from me. It's going to be really hard for him to finish his back step. I start to sit up, regain my grips. Oh, he cross post. That's not good to do right here. Anytime you cross post here, I think I punish this later on. Like, I noticed this behavior, how he wants to keep his balance across my body with this arm. You see this guy's right here. This is a big no-no. Okay, you don't want to cross this plane of the chest, right? So if this is a plane going down and this is a plane kind of like bisecting in the middle of my chest, you don't ever want either arm to cross to the other side like this, okay? Because it's very exploitable. Okay, he brings his arm back. I don't take the shot, kind of just off balancing him. He's trying to find his base. He should be dealing with this spider grip, and I think the best way to deal with this spider grip here, since I don't have his collar anymore right here, and I'm not playing tarantula anymore, he has the ability to posture. He should be standing up so that it alleviates stress, it alleviates pressure off his bicep, and then use his other hand to just push my shin off and then start passing. He's not thinking about the control that I have. He's just thinking about, I need to get around his legs, but he's not going to be able to because I still have control. So always think control first, keep your freedom of movement, and then start to impose passes with the idea of making them push on you or making them turtle. Don't get too caught up in like, I'm going to get this pass. Just try to keep those bad reactions going from the bottom person, and eventually the pass is just going to happen. He's kind of caught up on my spider. He's making good angles, but the spider is just keeping him too far away. Oh, he's got the pants. Do the rolling arm bar here. This is a really good attack from Tarantula too. If somebody's grabbing your pants, see I'm rolling up on my back, and the grip is kind of like pulling him over me. And you see I get that overhook right here. This is a really nasty arm bar from here, and it's really good when the person is just trying to like they're frustrated and they're just grabbing onto your pants a lot. That's a really good attack. Go for the omoplata. I think I switched to a triangle or something like that. I think he was getting pretty tired here because he kind of like fell into this position, but He was a fun roll. He had a really good attitude about it. I love rolling with lower belts that they're not. They're just trying to roll. They're just trying things. They're laughing and smiling. You roll with a lot of lower belts that are like trying to take your head off, which is appreciated sometimes, but not all the time, you know. So it's nice to just have like a fun roll where we're moving a lot, but it's not like it's not spazzy. You know what I mean? I'm gonna stop it right there because these commentaries can get pretty long. I'll probably do the rest of this later. I'm trying to get back into the rhythm of doing these commentaries because I know it's helpful for a lot of you. But if you guys like this, just make sure you subscribe, comment, let me know what you guys want to see and stuff. I always appreciate that stuff because it kind of lets me know what I need to work on as far as like putting out content and stuff. I have a Patreon, guys, so if you're ever feeling like, dang, these videos are helping me a lot, I wish I could pay him back or something like that, feel free to support. It's like $4.50 a month or something like that. I haven't put any like benefits or anything on there, but it's just a way to like show appreciation, or just comment and tell friends about my page and about my stuff. You can do that too. That always helps. Don't feel like you have to give me money or anything like that. But that's it. Hope this helps you guys out. Have a great day and happy training. Thank you.